Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me, brother. Hold on. Let's do the proper introduction. Hold on for a second. There's gonna be music that's gonna be put into this. So hold on. 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to the Break Oleg podcast. I'm here with my homie Jerlon Turner.
Yow!
What's good, kid? Welcome to the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
It's my orgasm noise.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
And I need the right answer.
I'll give you the best answer.
Peter Piper picked peppers.
No, it's Peter Potter packed a pack of pickled peppers.
No. It's Peter Piper picked peppers and Run Rock.
I don't know the rest of it.
And Run Rock Rom.
Ramen immigrant, son.
Ramen noodles.
What about ramen noodles?
I like ramen noodles. And I like rum and immigrants.
I like rum. Yo, there was a point where I was drinking nothing but Bacardi every fucking day. Like when I was like 21, that was my fucking drink, Bacardi and fucking Diet Coke every fucking day.
There was a point in my life where I was drinking nothing but hot sauce every day. And every day people would tell me I had hot breath.
You literally drinking hot sauce?
Drinking hot sauce. I like hot sauce, but it's got to be cold. You know what I mean? It's got to be refrigerated.
Were you taking like a sip of it, or were you taking like a?
No, I drink the whole. It comes in a small bottle, but if
you gotta like.
I have hot sauce on me now, but it's in my bag. My bag's over there. I like hot sauce. Hillary Clinton did the hot sauce thing.
Yeah. I remember that.
You know, you gotta. I don't know how vulgar can we get.
As vulgar as you fucking want, man.
Oh man, you sprinkle a little hot sauce on the vag.
Hot sauce on pussy? That sounds like a fucking.
Hot sauce on the vag. Let's be appropriate. It's children's watching. Let's be appropriate. Hot sauce on the vagina. Ooh, that shit is like a.
You ever had a girl blow you with a fucking with like a Tic Tac in her mouth or like a breath mint in her mouth and shit?
No. I've had a chick blow me while she was smoking a cigarette. Does that count?
No, it's not the same. It's not the same, bro. It's not the fucking same. You got to get like one of them fucking like what's it called? What are they? They come in the tin. What are they called? The fucking
Altoids.
Altoids. You got to blow you with an Altoid.
So you can just get that. You know what I did have that was weird. I guess it's a similar. I went to a like an EDM festival years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like taking Molly and ecstasy, and everybody was like blowing. They had like Vicks inhalers, but if you put the inhaler in your mouth, the opposite way you could blow, and it blows out. And people were just blowing that shit in each other's eyes.
Vicks,
the vapor into your eye while you high on ecstasy or Molly, whatever. That shit's invigorating. It's like you climbing a mountain. And it's like a mountain breeze.
That's interesting, dude. I used to know this kid named Rusty who used to fucking take his inhaler and he used to go and then he used to blow out the smoke like he was smoking a fucking cigarette. That was his shit. He used to just literally just and blow out the fucking smoke.
What do they put in those inhalers?
Some sort of corticosteroid, I'm guessing. That's what it is. So, to expand the lungs.
Make your lungs bigger.
Yeah. You ever use that shit for your nose? The fucking the
cocaine.
The fucking the nasal spray. The nasal spray. Hold on, I'm gonna light a joint also, because this is what we doing, bro. This is the beauty, bro, of living in New York.
I mean, sharing is caring. I can't smoke all of this.
No, neither can I. That's what we got two different strains of buds.
That's like a slot. Put that joint up to the. Look, this is Burger King versus the White Castle.
No,
this is a White Castle. This is a Burger King.
Hold on, that one got a filter and this one doesn't. So if you know what I'm saying.
It's your filter fish.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fucking. I think this is it's the end of the holidays now, right? It's the end of fucking. It's the end of Ramadan. It's the end of Passover. Easter.
It's the end of the war on terrorism.
Bro, it's funny.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of terrorists, man.
I'm tired of them too, but
There's
won.
a lot of them around me.
They fucking won.
Terrorists won?
The terrorists won, bro. You know what's funny? I went to the 9/11 memorial during St. Patrick's Day. I was in that area at a bar, so we walked over to like the 9/11 memorial, and I'm like, oh shit! So this is where Al Qaeda won. This is the Al Qaeda memorial. That's what they should.
That's like Al Qaeda headquarters.
Yeah, that's proof that they won. There's a fucking big hole in the fucking.
Yo, I know you probably remember this, but do you remember like around the time that whole 9/11 thing happened and like Dipset, like Cameron, Joel Santana, Jim Jones, they were very popular and they were calling themselves the Dipset Taliban.
Were they really? I remember something like that. I remember something like that. I remember they were fucking. They were heavy at that point. I remember.
He said, "Young Muhammad Atta, no plane lessons, cocaine lessons to supply the towers."
That's pretty fucking awesome. I remember them was they made the chirp fucking. Remember those? Was that them? The diplomats with the chirp, like the. Or not
That was like Nextel cell phone.
Yeah, the Nextel. Remember the chirp?
Where you at?
No, remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember. Hell yeah, I remember.
Remember the fucking sidekick, bro? Remember the fucking.
There was a point in time where I wouldn't even ask a chick for her number. I would say, "Let me get your bleep," and that was you. You give it. It was like star. It was like 183 star. Blah 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 blah. It was a weird.
Dude, it's interesting now. I don't know if you've been around like a lot of young like millennial type fucking people and shit.
I'm a millennial.
Not millennial. I meant to say Gen Zers, Gen Z people. So I was out with a group of fucking young
they're
kids.
too old for me to hang around with.
Dude, what I noticed is what happens now is literally when they first meet somebody for the first time, they exchange Instagrams.
Okay.
That's literally the first thing. Yo, what's your Instagram? What's your Insta? And they follow each other and shit like that. It's all about building a networking thing. Like literally right from the second you meet somebody with a lot of this shit.
Instagram is lifelong friendship.
Is it?
Yeah.
Until they shut down. That's what Facebook used to be.
You still on the Facebook?
I have an account on there. I don't really go on there. Want
Why
to try
not?
this, bud?
This is a Wooly, by the way.
What is a Wooly? It's got.
It's a Wooly from your man, the Wooly.
It's got the cocaine.
Damn, this one pulls a lot better. This is like this is a drink from the 70s.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a Fonzie.
It's an Arthur Fonzarelli. That's an Arthur Fonzarelli right there. Yeah, I used to love Happy Days back in the day. They used to be my shit. I used to wake
Tell
up.
you what, you were not alive when Happy Days is coming on.
It was on Channel 11 every fucking morning, bro.
What year?
1993, 1994. Dude, I remember the OJ trial.
I was
watching.
born in
Remember
90.
that? OJ trial was when, like 94. I think OJ trial was.
I remember. I got little memories of that, just like hearing stuff like on the radio when my mom would drive me to school.
I remember that shit, dude. I remember all of it. I remember fucking Judge Ito. Dude, I had a fucking project for fucking school where I had to do a book report on California.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, on the you know how I used to draw on the cover of the book reports and shit like that. You used to like make a cover. Like,
You had to make a cover page.
Yeah, cover page and shit. So I would always draw. That was my shit because I was drawing since I was a kid. So that
he can't read or write, but he can draw a nice picture.
Dude,
Let's give him a B.
California, I did the thing, and literally my cover was O.J. Simpson because the trial happened in
white woman's
California. That's pretty funny. It severed Nicole Brown.
Well, listen, man. OJ didn't do that.
I heard his son did it.
No, if you really look closely at that case, you can see that it's God's fingerprints all over that. That was
God did it?
Yeah, that God did it. That was.
I believe
that
it.
was divine.
I believe it.
Intervention. You know, it's supposed to happen.
Dude,
Now
that
he's
shit was
doing better than
crazy.
ever.
You know what's funny? I have a friend who lives in Florida. Shout out Jenny if you're watching. But she sent me a picture. She's like my cousin's best friend. So she sent me a picture of her and my cousin met Cuba Gooding Jr. at some nightclub. And Cuba Gooding Jr. came up to her and my cousin was like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan of you guys." That's his pickup line. That's how he picks up girls. He comes up to girls and he's like, "I'm a huge fan of you guys." And then they're like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan of you." Da, da, da. You know what I mean? So he knows it. So
That's not bad.
yeah,
What's your pickup line?
I don't have one, man.
My pickup line is, what's your ring size?
Does it work?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Uh-oh. Of course it works. What's your ring size? What's your ring size?
I mean, see, this is the beauty of filming on the streets in New York and having a podcast you could do anywhere, bro, is that you're out in the fucking elements, you're out in the street. And it's actually a good location because we got lighting on us, regardless of the sun.
I look like mustard on a blue piece of construction paper.
I feel like yellow is one of your favorite colors.
What?
No?
No, yellow is nobody's favorite color.
I seen you wear multiple yellow things.
Dude, yeah, by accident.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I
I don't have a favorite color.
Really? Blue is my favorite
I like
color.
the rainbow. How do you feel about the rainbow?
I mean, listen. Nowadays, you gotta love the fucking rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
Rainbow.
But yeah, how awesome is it that we're smoking weed on the streets, and a couple of years ago, we would have been locked up for this shit. This would have been a night in Central Bookings if the cops rolled by and actually decided to be dicks.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not in support of the legalization of weed or any shit like that. Weed is very detrimental, especially if you're a young person, like fucking 18 and under. Like if you're still in high school, you should not be smoking weed.
Probably. I didn't start smoking until I was 18.
I started smoking when I was like 12, 13. Like
Really?
7th grade going into 8th grade is when I started smoking weed and cigarettes.
My question is that was that like a everyday thing, or is that like every once in a while? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like
No, it was everyday thing.
Everyday thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like a cool kid, so like the local fucking dealers they like recruited me to like sell weed for them, but it was like that. Like I'm fucking 15, dude. And you fucking disappear for 2 days. That all that money I got from I'm buying a PlayStation 2 and I'm buying all the video games.
That's pretty funny.
And now you coming to my house looking for me. Yo, this dude, my boy Twist. Shout out to Twist.
Shout out, yo.
He started a rumor because I owed him some money for some weed I was selling for him. He came to my building. I said, yo, just wait downstairs. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get it. I went upstairs and I never came back. But he started some rumor around the neighborhood that he saw me jump from my building to another building. he started telling people that he saw me literally
that
jump
like
from,
you were ducking him and shit like that, and that's what you were doing.
like in that movie Juice. Can you cut the scene? You can cut to that scene Juice when they jump over the building.
That's right. I'll put it on right now.
Put that on. That's what he said I did. And it's such a, of course it didn't happen, but it looks cool. So I was like, yeah, I did that. I just I jumped from building to building.
Yeah, what was your craziest encounter? Like selling bud? You ever had any crazy stories that you want to share on the podcast and let people know?
I've had crazy stories. I've not necessarily crazy stories. I just had stories. I wouldn't call them crazy. One day, like when I just started high school, The Wire was very popular, and it was the part of The Wire where they had the kids in it. And so, like, I was, oh shit, yeah, I'm one of them. I remember I bought the whole first season before it was on HBO. I like sold some bud and I had some money on me, and I went to Jamaica Avenue and I bought the whole first season, like a month before it came out. I went back up to the school, and one of my boys, he was like, yo, my man needs some weed. So I went to go give him weed. I ended up getting in a car with him. He was an older dude. He drove up to I don't know why. Like, I should have known something was up. Like, why is this dude? He's like 25. Why you coming up to the high school to buy weed?
Right.
Hey, so I get in the car with him. I give him some weed, and he's like, yo, let me see. I don't like this one. So I give him a bunch of bags to look at all at once. And it's like, yo, I need a Dutch. So he's like, yo, you go to the store, give me a Dutch real quick. He's still looking at all the bags. I hop out to go get the Dutch.
Oh,
disappears
shit.
Yeah, it disappears of it. And, you know, that was a funny story. And I left the DVDs in the car that whole season. I had to buy them shits over again.
He took them too?
Yeah, he took them shits. I know he probably smoked that one.
You know that's exactly what he did. You know he came up that day.
Hell yeah,
he came home. He's like, I got fucking weed to smoke. I got this show to watch.
Hell yeah. Shout out to that guy, whatever he's at.
Sure. Listen,
I did the same shit. Yo, I'm a kid. I'm not supposed to be.
I mean, if you're that stupid enough to give somebody and walk away, then you know what? Then part of it is like it's your lesson learned in life.
Yeah.
So where'd you grow up? You grew up in New York?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really remember necessarily growing up.
Okay.
I just remember I was like 9.
Really?
Yeah, that's the farthest my memories go back. I was like 9. So I don't know what happened before then, but man, I'm
That's
pretty sure
interesting.
my like story. I mean, and this is 100% serious. My story's not that far off from
Anybody's
Superman's story.
Oh, I was about to say.
Kal-El, Jerlon, Kal-El. You see,
I don't even know what that is. Is that Superman's real name?
Real name is Jerlon Turner. My name
Was
is
it?
Jerlon Turner.
Okay. All right, I see that.
You do the research.
Yo, I you know what I'm saying? When there's a
Superman Superman would leap over buildings. What I just
supposedly, suppose that's the rumor that I heard. That's the rumor that I heard.
Buildings. That's what Twist told everybody.
I heard Twist, bro. That's what Twist was telling everybody, bro.
Got there, yo, Jerlon. He like Superman. He just he leaped from building to building in a single bound.
But you know what though? That's the type of that gives you an urban legend, bro.
Yeah, that's why I read.
That's what it is. Yeah, you're like, yeah, you know what though? Like, it's not like you did. It's like, yo, you know what? You don't fuck with fucking. You know what's funny? I was talking to somebody else about this on a separate note. Yo, when you were younger, did you think at a certain point that you could, if you learned the backflip, then you could win any fight? Like, if somebody tries to fight you and you do a backflip in front of you, they just back off and they don't want to fight you.
I wouldn't say that. What I would say is that if you could do a backflip, when I was a kid, all the kids that could do a backflip could fight. There's some correlation between being able to do a backflip
and being able to fight.
Like nice fighters, yeah. They would like fuck somebody up and do a backflip. Like, oh shit, that's Ryu.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. There's something about. But even if, let's say, bro, if you're a pussy, you just learn how to backflip. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a dude do a flip off a park bench and punch somebody, made it flip. True story. You just brought out that.
That's straight up. That's straight up Ryu right there. That's straight up fucking Ken.
Yeah, the kid ate it. The kid that he punched, it didn't even really faze him because he was so small. That's why he got to jump and do the flip off the bench just to like get some power behind the shit.
Damn.
He was so small.
You gotta watch out sometimes for those fucking small kids. You never know who can actually fight. There was this kid that my boy used to train jujitsu with, and he was like tiny little kid.
Yeah.
But he's like a national champion jujitsu, and he got nasty at jujitsu because when he was younger, everybody used to fuck with him. So he had to fucking become a savage because otherwise, you know.
Otherwise, what? Somebody would eat him.
Yeah, basically.
Somebody would.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh man, yeah. Shout out to the
Napoleon complex, whatever it is.
I wouldn't even call it the Napoleon complex. I just say shout out to the short people. It don't matter male and female because I don't know the hate short females get from like
no,
look at this bitch. She 4'8".
I love short chicks. I love short chicks. I have a thing for short chicks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not tall myself.
I mean, yeah, there's some
5'7".
I like short. There's some deviancy involved in that.
You know what though?
They wear heels like a short chick.
Yo, I got a question. So the other day I went to Taco Bell, right? And there was a dude in Taco Bell with his girlfriend. And the dude was a regular size. He was actually a tall guy, regular size dude. And his girlfriend was one of those little people, but she had that little kid disease. Where she looked like a little kid,
like a little person,
like a little person, but she looked like she had that Andy Milonakis. You know what I'm saying? Like she had that like, little? Yeah. So
she was like Mario was small already. Then
yeah. That bitch. No matter how many mushrooms this bitch jumps on, she ain't gonna get any bigger. Oh, but my question is, do you have to be like a little bit of a pedophile to find like because she does look like a little kid, but she's a grown ass woman.
I don't. What do you mean by that?
Like the guy's girl, she looks like a kid. She looks like she's 12 years old, but she's not. She's a grown ass woman, and she's tiny. She's like 4 feet tall, also. So is that like you have to have a little
like money to me? That's like a lot of money making operation. Like there's all types of.
What can you do with that?
Her grant, like she's.
Oh, you mean like that's funny?
She could be 8 years the chess master. She's been.
That's funny. You sneak her into that's what you do. That's you hustle. You sneak her into those little fucking.
Kevin Durant, come sign my.
That's pretty much.
I'm using that for all types of shit.
That's hilarious, and she gets a fucking parking pass. She gets a. I would, honestly.
Is she 12 or she's 16? You got to be 16.
That's pretty funny. I would date a girl on a wheelchair just for the parking pass. Yeah, I'm saying it on record. Yeah, I feel like that's a plus. Like if there's would you date a girl that's fine, but she's on a wheelchair? No, you wouldn't.
Nah, I have a wheelchair story.
Let's hear it.
This is a few years ago, but I was on Jamaica Avenue in Queens.
Where every wheelchair story.
I was like day drinking, but I went and I left everybody and I went to go get a slice of pizza. And it was like downstairs in Gertz Plaza Mall, and down there they had like a. I wouldn't even, it's like an accessory. I don't know, some weird store. They sold like baby carriages, bikes, clothes racks, armoire, all types of shit. They happen to have a wheelchair in there. So I bought it for like $9. I just ate pizza. I'm drunk. We're in Jamaica Avenue. Jamaica Avenue's a main strip. I got in the wheelchair and I went to 165, the Coliseum block, and I was posted up in the wheelchair. I had people pushing me around and all that. Hold on, listen. Then there was this chick that I knew. I didn't know her too well, but we knew who each other was, and she saw me, and she happened to get shot maybe a year and a half ago in the back and ended up in a wheelchair. And
so she was also on the wheelchair.
She was in a wheelchair for real, and I saw her when she used to walk. She's a very beautiful. I don't even.
Whatever.
She was
Yeah.
beautiful, girl. She's still beautiful in the wheelchair, but when you in a wheelchair, your body develops different. Like your
Atrophies.
legs,
You atrophy.
yeah,
They
stop
become
moving.
jello. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw her. She saw me, and she was like, and she started spazzing. I'm like, "That's what you want? You think that's funny?"
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I got up, and I just left the wheelchair there, just in case she needed an extra one.
Damn.
Now you got to back up, bitch.
Go tow that shit. Tow that
I
shit
know,
home.
oh man.
That's crazy though.
She got shot at some partying. She got basically. I knew she got.
Was
shot
she
with somebody.
intended to get shot, or
No,
was she like?
wasn't. And a friend of mine also got shot with her.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And I got arrested with him. And if you're shot and just shot, and you get arrested in that same precinct later on, they like take you up for some special questioning. So they took him upstairs for like we got arrested for smoking weed, like in the park. We got arrested for this, but they took him upstairs to talk for like 5 hours.
Cause yeah, it's a gun thing.
So we had to stay in there for 5 extra hours. He didn't know anything, you know. It was just.
I mean, yeah, but they try to milk anything they fucking can out of you, basically, in that.
Hell yeah! I wish I was a cop. That's what I should have did. I'd have been like, jumping over buildings. I'd have been like,
Really?
Yeah, I'd have been mad dirty. Like,
That's pretty
take
funny.
that. Oh, what? I'd have been wild. Yo, what's the real shit? If I'm not past the age requirement, what's the age requirement?
For police?
29, 28?
I don't even know. I'll tell you one thing though. When I got arrested when I was 19, I got arrested. Oh, these rats running around over here, bro. We surrounded.
Yeah.
But fucking, when I was 19, I got arrested. Yeah, I got arrested for smoking weed, and
That should be.
they took us to Central Bookings, and fucking, fuck, I forgot what I was getting to with this story. I saw that rat run by and it killed my. What were we talking about?
I stepped on a rat one day.
Dude, I killed a mouse with my foot in my apartment.
Did it go?
No,
Did
it
make a
just
noise?
it straight up seizured out, spit out blood, and died. That's literally what happened to it. It was like, yo. So in my old apartment when I used to live in Bensonhurst,
Yeah.
so check this out. I found a bug on my couch one time, and I was like,
One bug?
one bug. I don't know what it was, and then
I
fucking.
never heard of one bug.
No, no,
Usually more than one.
No. I literally saw one bug run on my couch. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I put it in a little jar and shit. And I'm like, all right. So I fucking yeah, and I know I told my super, I'm like, yo, I hope these are not
this bug's hostage.
straight up. Yo, another story. When I was younger, I used to fucking. This is how poor I used to be.
Hold on. What happened to the bug that you hold on?
Anyways, all right, let me get to this story. So I had this bug. So no, I showed it to my exterminator look at it. So he didn't have a real exterminator look at it. He had just some Russian guy show up in a Mercedes, and he's like, "Oh yeah, bed bugs, I take care of." And it wasn't a bed bug. It was a spider beetle. That's what that thing actually was.
A spider beetle.
Yeah.
What if that's 2 bugs? It was 2 bugs morphed into one.
No. If you look at spider beetles, it's an actual thing. They're like these. They're beetles with fucking long legs. That's what they are. So they look like spiders, but they're beetles.
Spider beetle.
So check this
Spider
out. So
beetle
this guy
man.
came to my apartment with a fucking canister and just sprayed down my whole fucking apartment with some chemical. And they were like, "Oh, don't come to you stay out of the apartment for like 10 hours, and then you're."
One bug?
Because I asked him like, "Is there bed bugs in the building?" And he's like, "Oh, maybe." I'm like,
Let me
"Really?
ask you a question.
What?"
And I want to serious. This is a serious. It's leading up to something. You think you could beat one bug in a one-on-one fight? I'm assuming you took this bug hostage. So you
Yeah.
won the fight.
I won the
And then
fight.
You took it hostage after. You could have beat 2 bugs. You could smash 2 bugs. Now you got them.
Well, no.
How many bugs do you think you can defeat in a one-on-one?
One-on-one?
conflict? Yeah.
How big are they? You're talking about that size of that bug, or just?
Just bug. Whatever pops in your mind. I'm not talking about no ants. How about an ant? How many ants can you defeat in a
What
battle?
kind of ants?
Any kind. Doesn't even
No, because they're the ones that don't do shit to you.
put a number. Put a number. You getting into too much.
You're just
specifics.
getting swarmed. No, because it matters. It matters. The details matter, bro. The details matter. But hold on, let me finish the story. Long story short. So the guy sprayed my apartment with chemicals, which made, because I lived on the first floor, made all the mice from the basement run into my apartment.
Yeah.
So literally, in one day, we caught 6 mice in my apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's nasty.
hard,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Dude, we kept on first we heard little shuffles and we put the little glue traps around and we caught one. We're like, all right, we got him, good. And then like an hour later, we hear something else on the glue trap. We're like, what the fuck?
I mean, but let's keep it about everything. Everything deserves to live. I understand it's a thin line between your house, mice, and invading whose territory. You know, human beings, we get territorial with a fucking ant or bug, whatever, like you said. I understand that, but
How
you
many?
gotta pay for that.
What do you mean? In the
Every
after-
animal you kill, you pay for. You become that animal in some.
What
time.
about? Look at this
Yeah,
fucking
that's
thing.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Look.
Look at that thing.
No, you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my friend.
His name is Mickey.
All right.
He has a name.
Yo, listen.
No, they're
Human
cute.
females calling rats disgusting. Google, you can pull it up. Google. He's gonna pull up, and you're gonna see a form right now of who's more clean, human beings or rats. And my money's on the rats.
It depends which neighborhood they live in. I'll tell you.
They're white rat. A lab rat or
Yeah, it depends on what neighborhood they live. There's different classes. Yeah. There's the train rats. There's fucking.
there's rats in movies.
Yo, there's
that
yeah.
are making more money than
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. It depends on what fucking. You know what I mean? Depends on where he lives.
No, seriously. You see a rat in a movie. There's like some.
That's
money
somebody's
being
rat.
sent
Yo,
somewhere.
that
Yeah.
rat is literally somebody comes home and talks to that rat and has a full conversation with him in a you know what I mean?
What
That's
movie
like
was there ratted?
Ratatouille.
No, that was cartoon. That don't
Cartoon.
count.
Babe.
Babe, there was a rat in Babe.
Probably there's a bunch of animals. There probably was a fucking a rat and Babe. Look Who's Talking.
I don't know. These are all mad old movies. Give
Remember?
me something. Dr.
Fucking-
Dolittle, maybe.
Yeah, those are talk. Yeah, Dr. Doolittle. And you're like, yo, these are all mad old movies. What about Dr. Doolittle?
I'm talking about the one with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, bro. That shit's 1996.
No, I'm talking about,
1996.
like, the last one, like Dr. Dolittle. They made a bunch of Dr.
There's
Dolittle. like,
there's Dr. Doolittle and Dr. Doolittle 2, and then they made another remix, which was like with somebody else. They completely took Eddie Murphy out of it.
No, what's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie? Or matter of fact, what you like any Eddie Murphy movies later in his, like around Dr. Dolittle, post Metro? You saw Metro, where he was the cop and he was supposed to be like the
Where he's
badass
fucking
cop?
Jennifer Lopez? No, that's
Money Train,
yeah,
and that's
no,
a classic
Wesley,
too.
yeah,
with
that's Wesley Snipes.
and Woody.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes and Woody.
Sidney Dean and Billy Hoyle. White man can't jump.
Yo, remember Rosie Perez?
Yeah, I remember Rosie Perez. Rosie Perez is she was just in Suicide Squad 2, I believe.
Was she?
Hell yeah. I
Shout
remember
out.
her from Do the Right Thing.
Actually, I didn't know, but her husband is an artist, Eric Hayes. Shout out to Eric Hayes.
Shout out to Eric Hayes. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
got to be. Hopefully he's from New York.
Yeah, he's a Brooklyn dude. I think he's a Brooklyn dude.
They got Rosie Perez. Listen, who they got? Who have I heard? Oh, well, they had Rosie Perez. They had Cameron. They had. Who else did I hear? Aquafina. Who else did they have?
Dr. Doolittle, you talking about?
No. They were giving like a COVID. Like they were like, wear your mask. They were doing like ads.
Oh, like
on the
ads and
subway.
shit. Oh, yeah. With New York Niko. That was the whole thing. I think he was the head of that whole thing. You know who New York Niko is?
Nah, I don't know who that is.
He's a dude from on Instagram. He's like a videographer. He does like Kuj.
I don't know.
Kujin. There was a thing with Kujin right here actually the other day, but we're shouting out a lot of fucking names on this podcast is what we're doing right now. But
And yeah, we
anyways,
can't forget about Jesus.
number
and
one,
Allah,
number
and
one,
Buddha.
and the Jew gods too, son. Don't forget about them. We out here.
We gotta show some love to big homie Lucifer.
Yo, big loose, big Lucy, son.
No.
Big Lucy out here.
Oh, Lucy.
Yo, fucking.
Lucy, I'm home.
You ever met anybody that's like a Wiccan? That's like actually somebody that belongs to like the satanic that worship Satan and all that shit.
Yeah, lower levels compared to me, but I have met a few of them.
You're like lower levels.
They're lower levels compared to where I'm at. And I know that I got deep into the occult. It's not a matter of Satan. It's just a matter of everything.
Nature, right? That's what it is.
No. It's nature. And when I say that, I mean everything saying the same thing. From the words that I'm speaking right now to the amount of branches on this tree. There's a way that if you know the proper thinking and mathematics to put behind it, you can make them equal the same thing.
Are you talking about the Fibonacci sequence?
I'm talking about the Fibonacci 3, 7, 5, 12. I'm talking about the Fibonacci down to the way my shoes is tied right there.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the lighter.
down to the fucking the fire, son. But yeah, man. The Fibonacci sequence is actually fascinating because everything in nature is centered around this ratio, which is, I believe it's 2 of the same and 1 different. That's the ratio.
It's 2-1, 2-1,
Right?
something very. But then numbers get real extreme. You feel me? When it comes to you doing that, imagine you just write down every number in that sequence for a year. Like it gets into like wild shit that coordinates with other wild shit.
Oh yeah, well, that just goes in general is what is nature, what is physics. It's all numbers, science, and math, and art acting all together.
Spells.
What you know about spells? Yo, you know you can't make somebody fall in love with you. You know about that? You can't make somebody fall. You can only fucking cast.
That sounds about right. You can't, but yeah, if they not feeling you, they
you
not
can't. Yeah, you can't. It's gotta be. It's gotta be their choice and shit. You can't fuck with choice or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Thank God for, I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like, you can't be the last 2 people alive and you don't want to fuck with dude, because then like you can't be that person.
But if you're the last 2 people alive, nobody's really asking at that point what you're trying. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
How long you want to live for?
Forever, bro.
Forever?
I wish I could live.
If you master the Fibonacci sequence, you could put the equation together to live forever. And I would tell you what it was, but that's something you got to learn on your own. As you are right now, I once was. As I am, you one day will be.
That's an interesting concept
you heard
right
it
there.
First.
Damn. Yo, you know we got fucking, you can't hear it because there's like gunshots on this shit. Fucking, and sound effects. There's slapping, cheering, laughter. They could hear it on that end, but unless we have headphones on, we can't hear what's on the soundboard.
That's interesting.
You know? Dude, I gotta piss so badly right now. I've been holding it in. We've been recording for a half hour already. We've just been flying by. We're just fucking rocking and rolling over here. Let me hit some of this. I feel like there's tobacco in here.
I mean, you know where I got that from.
Yeah,
who knows what's in there?
That's also true.
I feel like there's oregano in there.
Maybe.
Keep smoking that shit. No, I'm joking. Our sponsor gave us that. He's, you know, that was. I'm good. Keep smoking.
I'm done, dude. I have a clip in my hand that I'm trying
to
get
high. Get high, man. Get high. Get high. Oh man, you don't smoke cigarettes. That's interesting.
No, I don't smoke.
You don't know
cigarettes.
what you missing, man.
I used to smoke cigarettes. What do you mean?
Okay, so
I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit. I haven't had a cigarette since I was 27 years old, bro. I fucking quit that shit.
What was that, like last year?
Bro, that was 11 years ago.
Okay, I just asked, was it last year?
Crazy, right? Dude, I forget how old I am sometimes. I forget that I'm 8 already, dude. You know, time just flies. And the last couple of years have just been fucking... I feel like I've just been stuck in the same age, same everything, and then just time is just moving, and I'm just stuck.
Yes. What does that mean? What do you mean?
That's why I'm trying to live forever, bro. That's why, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be stuck in my own fucking.
So you got to do a little bit more research into the code and understand that everything is everything, and everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to happen.
I agree.
So there's no all of that other shit is. Listen, the fact that this ain't even a cult. This is just bullshit. But the fact that you're living on Earth at this time right now, that's a blessing. You know, you could
yes, it is.
Any other time.
No, dude, I consider myself extremely blessed with everything. I consider myself extremely blessed with just. I've gotten to meet really awesome fucking people in my life. I've gotten to fucking experience.
Who? You can't just say that and skip over it. Like who?
You're an example of that.
No,
dude.
I'm not.
I'm just saying.
Come on, you said that.
All right. So specifically with like, I've met artists that I've looked up to, like painting wise. I've met like
Picasso.
Well, he's not around.
Van Gogh?
Well, the equivalent of
Pollock?
that. I've met like Futura. I've met like Shepard Fairey. Futura 2000. He's an artist. But I've gotten to meet them. I've gotten to see people. I've gotten to talk to certain people in my life that I'm just saying. I've gotten to meet a lot of people that I've really looked up to at this point. And I'm just blessed that I've gotten to be in their presence, that I've gotten to experience some of that energy of being around them. Even like just being around mics and comedy. I'll tell you one thing, just as a fan of comedy. So actually next week is 1 year that I've been doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah, dude. I'm very proud of it, actually, dude. I stepped into it, and I've been consistent pretty much. I've done at least one mic a week for the last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've done more a week but in general, on the average, it's definitely been at least one mic a week. And I'll tell you one thing, just from doing comedy, I went from being a fan of comedy to being in like rooms with people that I was watching on podcasts, to being able to have conversations with people, to being able to have like, how do you write your shit? Just hearing talks from them about what their process is. And to me, I consider that a blessing. Just like, how many people are out there in the middle of fucking nowhere that want to do comedy, that do watch all these shows, that like, they can step into some open mic, but they'll never get to experience what we experience here in New York with like, you know, this is the mecca of comedy. You're around the gods. You're literally around the gods of comedy here. You know? Everybody in that room, you know, you look at that like, it's an open mic, but in my opinion, I feel like if you look at the people in there, there's a good handful of people in there that are going to go on to do amazing things in life. That, you know, you could tell they're very special people. You know, so I just feel blessed to be around that.
I think comedy's gay.
Trust
me.
It's pretty
I'm
gay
just
also.
saying.
It's pretty fucking gay also.
Nah, I'm joking. I felt what you said. I just oh, man. Yeah, but, yeah, do more than one mic a week. Do more than
No,
one mic a week.
I do more of them. I do like 3 usually. But lately I've taken a little bit of time out just because, like, it takes me away from the studio. And art is what actually makes me money right now. So it's like...
Does art make you horny?
Yeah, it does.
Well, that's good. Then that's what you should keep doing.
You know the way I put it? The way I put it is that art is my wife, comedy is my girlfriend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So who's your mom?
That's a good fucking question. Art is my wife, comedy... Who's my mom then? You're right, who the fuck is my mom? My mom is fucking weed. I don't know.
Wheat?
Weed.
Oh, weed?
Like marijuana.
Oh, man.
I don't know, dude. You want to wrap it up? It's been fucking 35 minutes, 36 minutes.
What
I got
time
to piss. I'll tell you what time it is. It's 8:30, 8:33.
8:33. That means it's counterclockwise a quarter to 9 by 5.
Rat running by.
Yeah, I mean, yo, we on that. You know how many rats are
We're in their home right now, technically. We're in their fucking living room. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So.
Yo, I was. I remember I was someplace, and I was laying there, and there was no lights in the spot, and a raccoon ran off of my body. A big ass raccoon.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah, that shit was crazy. I was so scared. Like it didn't see me. It was so dark in there. It just.
That's crazy.
I don't know if it was a raccoon, but it was like a
dude.
Like
I had a
15, 20 pound fucking animal.
A big fucking possum or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, maybe it was a possum. It was like.
Dude, I had a raccoon try to open up my window on my fire escape. Dude, because my screen is like ripped. I heard somebody like ripping it up. I'm like, what the fuck? Is somebody trying to get in? I fucking open up my window. There's a fucking raccoon out there, and he was one of those ginger raccoons too. He wasn't a regular. Yeah, he was a red raccoon. Yeah, it was the crazy. I remember seeing him like, yo, this ain't an average raccoon. This is a fucking ginger. He was red.
I
he was
never
like
saw that.
Yeah,
like
yeah. There's
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, kind of like that. He's just a red raccoon. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how there's like he just has the red-headed gene, but it's a raccoon.
No, I've never seen a red.
I'll pull up a picture.
I don't even understand how.
You know what's funny?
Like a fox. It looked like a fox or something.
No, he looked like a fucking an Irish raccoon. That's what he looked like. He just red-headed.
I've never heard of a red raccoon.
Watch. They're around, dude. They exist. Red head.
You see those black squirrels?
I seen them.
Yo, I didn't used to see those when I was a kid growing up. I only started seeing those like after.
He's red.
Yeah, I've never saw that. That looks like a fox.
That's what he looked like. That's exactly what he looked like. I'm like, oh, he's red, son.
I mean, I've seen brown. I don't know, but that looks crazy.
No,
yeah, that looks.
No, that's it right there. That's it right there.
Shout out to the raccoons.
Shout out to the red raccoons, son. The Bloods. Those are the blood raccoons, yo.
Yeah, maybe I can get one of them hats for the next one. I always thought those hats were cool, like that.
With the little fucking
the raccoon tail.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah, I like those hats. I can never get my hands on one.
That's pretty funny. Yo, I gotta piss like a motherfucker, dude.
I guess this guy.
I think that's it. That's it. It's time. That's it. Dude, it's been real. Thank you so much for fucking doing the podcast finally, man.
Cheers.
Bump mic, son. And that's it. This has been the Break Oleg podcast. I'm here with Jerlon Turner. And this is it, guys. Peace out, yo.